There comes a moment in every person's life when silence becomes louder than words, when the noise of the world fades and only one question remains echoing in the depths of your mind. What am I doing with my life? That question is not punishment. It is a call, a quiet whisper from the universe itself, reminding you that you were not born to drift, but to decide. Because life doesn't happen to the strong or the weak or the lucky. It happens to the decisive. Your future is not a mystery. It is a mirror, reflecting every thought you've dared to believe, every dream you've had the courage to chase, every decision you've refused to postpone. And yet most people wait. They wait for the right time, the right feeling, the right sign. But the right time never comes. The universe does not move for those who wait. It moves for those who decide.
That's how the rich think, not through the lens of defeat, but through the lens of determination. They understand that every setback is a seed, and if you water it with belief and persistence, it grows into fortune. And that mindset, this way of thinking, is not reserved for a chosen few. It's available to you, right now. But you must unlearn everything the world has taught you about limits. You must rewire the way you see yourself. Because success does not begin with action, it begins with perception. You cannot act like the disciplined until you first think like the rich. Because thought is the architect, and discipline is the builder. The poor mind says, I'll try. The rich mind says, I will. The poor mind asks, what if I fail? The rich mind answers, then I'll learn. The poor mind fears time. The rich mind uses it. There is a divine law at work in this universe. You do not get what you want. You get what you are. And what you are is determined by what you repeatedly think, feel, and do. Every morning you rise, you're programming your destiny. When you wake with gratitude instead of complaint, when you plan your day instead of drifting through it, when you confront your excuses instead of negotiating with them, you are training your mind to think like the rich and your body to act like the disciplined. Discipline is not punishment, it is proof. Proof that you value your potential enough to protect it. Proof that you're willing to delay comfort to design your character. The disciplined do not rely on motivation, they rely on mission. Motivation fades when the mood shifts, but a mission burns through exhaustion, through doubt, through failure. That is why the disciplined rise while others rest. They know every repetition, every routine, every small act of focus is compounding quietly behind the scenes, preparing them for the moment opportunity knocks.
You want to be unstoppable? Then stop negotiating with your excuses. Stop defending your limitations. Stop living as if your potential is optional. There is no secret formula, there is only self-command. When Andrew Carnegie built an empire of steel, he wasn't the smartest man in the room. He surrounded himself with smarter men. That's how the rich think. They don't compete for attention, they create systems of value. They don't chase validation, they chase vision. You see, the poor mind works for money. The rich mind makes money work for them. The poor mind reacts, the rich mind creates. The poor mind consumes, the rich mind constructs.